So, where we last left off, these four goobers were all going to South Celia. Eventually, you four come across this very large, dark patch in the water. I apologize, I need to fix that.
Okay.
Not that.
That's me.
That's some weird water.
Whoopsie
Huh.
daisies.
That's a big pool of ghosties, right?
Yes. Clearly, I was prepared for this. I was
Mm-hmm.
prepared for my own
Damn,
fucking
algae
session.
going crazy nowadays.
I'm good.
Damn, the algae going wild.
So yeah, you guys come across this weirdly solid dark patch in the water. As the water kind of runs still, the ocean does. All of you get this weird drop in your stomachs. As James is starting to look around very nervously.
I wake up from
I look
from
for
the
the
drop.
water.
Eric, what did you say?
I said I end up waking up from the drop because I was napping, and I just kind of look around, kind of
Right.
like confused, but also just kind of nauseated.
And Nicole, what is it you did?
I want to look down into the water, see if there's something beneath us.
Looking over the boat into the water, you do see one gigantic eyeball
I
staring
go
up
back
at all of
down.
you. Yes, it's staring up at you.
Hey guys.
What?
This is how she started losing weight.
Um,
Sorry.
No, I want to know what happened.
there's a big old eyeball.
What?
Yeah,
Almost
we're
like
being
on
we're getting
cue,
stared
after
at.
Eric says what, these six large, like, tentacles start rising up from the water.
Oh, that's fun. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't be able to see it, so don't say that yet.
Yes, Ghost, you can see it. You are awake.
Oh, no, yeah, that's fun. I didn't know if it was like an open ship or something.
It is. Prepare for combat.
I just woke up.
Y'all can tell that this thing is absolutely hostile.
Do we still have those weapons?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you guys understand how this fight is going to work,
No.
I know. I was just about to explain it. This fight is going to be very much based on parries and ripostes.
Ah, learning.
Or
Could you please
deflex.
explain what that means? What any of those mean?
Huh?
Can you please explain what any of those mean?
A parry is when anything is going to attack you with a melee attack specifically, and you manage to knock it off balance by going over its attack. And then going in for a critical strike, which I reroll for your damage, going based off of your highest attacking stat, like dex or strength, or your ability, and double it. A successful parry is game changing when it comes to a fight. But enemies can do it to you too. Not when they're riposted, though. I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the sheets, shut my eyes. Am I mixing up the pixel art?
Are you?
What the fuck did I do?
I'm staying on the same page, and I was like, oh, is he done already?
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. That would mean, Nicole, you are going first. Obviously, all of
Dang it,
these are
every
going to be
time.
based off of reactions. 6. The tentacle behind you goes for a whip. Like this.
I would rather parry than deflect because I don't want to deflect it into people, so parry.
And your dex.
My dexterity's a 8, maybe?
You have to get higher than a 6.
Yeah, my dexterity's an 8. I
11.
remember.
You pass it over by almost 2 as the tentacle raises up into the air. You can tell that it's stunned. How do you riposte?
Going for a slash at it with the blade of my scythe.
Dealing 18 damage. It does cut up the tentacle, but doesn't cut through it. As Eric,
Is it
one
okay
of sorry?
Is it okay if I do side actions while everybody else's turns are happening? You don't have to narrate it at all.
Depends.
I just want to start looking around for salt.
Yeah, I see the plan you're going for. It's not going to work. It's
Just let you know it's
not going to work. Creature analysis. Okay.
Oh.
Due to your recent, not recent, but your studies of certain creatures, you can tell, Nicole, that this isn't a primarily marine creature. It's an amphibious creature. And it's big.
Oh.
But it's not a very big threat. It only takes down really weak crewmen. So
that
if,
would be me.
so if something shows up, shows weakness, then it'll attack it. Like a boat. As Eric, the tentacle goes for a downward slam against you and the boat. If this attack is successful, it will consequentially hit, what's it called? The little lady down here. It rolled a 2.
Oh, thank God.
What would you like to do? You can either deflect or parry. Right now, a deflection is, would be better. Since it's a downward slash, you can only deflect left or right.
But if I deflect, I would get the lady hurt.
Huh?
But the lady is too heavy to carry.
No. So since it's attacking this way, you'd be deflecting this way, and its attack would go that way.
So it would hit the lady.
No, it wouldn't.
No,
Oh,
no, it would not.
deflect. Okay, I'm not smart. I'm not smart.
What would you like to do?
I would like to deflect.
You can always choose to dodge. Okay. Oh, wait. No,
Well,
my
I
bad.
thought that's what dodge meant.
No, that's dodge. What? What are you talking about, bro?
I thought deflect meant you just kind of try to avoid it.
That's dodge.
Then what the hell does the kind of have a strong James Bond having a strong?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Simple explanation. All right?
Okay. Go for it.
A parry is knocking somebody's blade up so you can attack it. Attack the person. A deflection is knocking somebody's swinging blade away so you can avoid it. A dodge is moving away from the blade entirely. So, I ask you again, what do you want to do?
Hold on.
Huh?
Please
I'm sorry for butting in. I just do want to remind you, Ghosty, even out of character time, there is still movement within the game. It's just a
Speaking
little slower.
Yeah, speaking of, the tentacle is like right here.
This is where I try. Okay, basically, I deflect it.
Okay. Easy.
Screw it, I'm going for it. I don't even care at this point.
7 versus its 2. You deflect it, but you do take a little bit of damage. You'll take only 2 points of damage. Due to the poor deflection. As the tentacle swipes back. You hear the creature moan below you as it seems slightly agitated. As one of the tentacles aims for James. 10. With a dex of 4, he goes for a parry as it's going for a pierce. To straight down. What was the roll below before?
I think it's 7.
10.
10. Okay. James barely dodges out of the way as the tentacle just goes that way. All of you guys have managed to successfully parry and deflect. The attacks, you are going to be attacked twice now for every move.
I'm sorry. James parried it, right?
No, he dodged.
Okay.
Nicole?
Oh.
One of them completely whips the other one out of the way. Somehow, the enemy failed to roll, and these two hit each other. You got lucky. Very lucky. Eric, 14 and 9.
Yeah.
You would have to get a higher than a 23 on a single roll in order to deflect both, which is a nat perfect for you. To deflect both on one turn. Or you have to get any combination that reaches over 29 or 23. What would you like to do? They're both going for a swipe.
I'll go for the second option.
What do you mean, second option?
The one where I roll until I get 2 rolls, hoping that it goes over 23.
Deflect, parry, or dodge.
Okay. I'm gonna parry.
Just so you know, if you do fail the first one, completely fail, it will make your second roll a disadvantage. 11. I will give y'all a moment to plan just in case Eric doesn't succeed the roll. Eric, for this next one, you need to roll a 12 or higher. The second I click that button, it's over. Whatever happens, happens, so talk amongst yourselves.
Well, despite the way he's speaking, I don't think you're gonna die. So don't worry.
Y'all have a
about
minute.
that.
Y'all have a minute
Okay,
starting...
So what do we do if I'm not gonna wait for everything now?
Now.
Okay, basically, what I'm thinking is if I get knocked out, don't worry about me and just worry about trying to slash up those like tentacles from like the tip, so like where it's just harm enough where it will just leave us alone.
You'll
Just
be
get
knocked
annoyed
unconscious when you reach 0 health.
So you're not dead, but you're close.
Yeah, if you get hit again, you'll die.
Ooh, okay. So basically, if anything happens to me, don't worry about me. Just try to get the creature annoyed enough to where it will leave us alone. Because you have a big sight, and I think that can do more damage than just a small axe.
You have an axe.
Yeah, but axe
Use
sight is. Oh, that's what I
Time's
trying
up.
to do. Okay.
11. You fail the check, but you don't take any amount of damage, except for on your Constitution shield. You take 1 point of damage, which you don't have a Constitution shield,
Wonderful.
which means you'll take 1 point of damage here.
Alright, I'm good like that.
James gets pierced at, not for this one, and swiped at. It goes for a combo. Four. Both fail, as James counters both of them, and he goes in for 2 attacks, cutting through them very quickly with his claw. He just raises his hand, being very proud of himself, as he points behind you, Nicole.
I look behind me.
3 of the tentacles are starting to attack you. 13, 14, 27, 37 on a dice. You need to roll a 37 on a single dice in order to counter all of them, or you need to roll a 37 in total to counter each one. Understand?
I wanna, parry the first, deflect the other one, trying to deflect it into the third tentacle.
Your first one will require a dexterity check, and the second one will require a dex and luck roll. 16.
Luck? Luck?
Yes. Whether or not it actually works out in your favor. 10. Your lucky number is 3. You managed to do it! You managed to somehow, flimsily, knock that tentacle into the other one as they wrap around each other and sink down into the dark abyss. Oh shit, my bad.
I took the dark abyss instead of the tentacle.
Congratulations.
You won?
Eric, 3 go to attack you.
When I
19, 32, 43. All 3 of them are going for a pierce, which isn't actually going to cut through you. It will just impact a lot.
Alright, I'm going to try and goddamn, what is the one where like you like stop it and then like you attack it?
Sorry?
What's the one where like you like counter, like you stop it and then you attack it?
Parry.
Parry?
You swipe it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to parry the first one. Dodge the second one and maybe parry the third one.
Parry, 13. Dodge, 20, 33, 52! You managed to very cleanly swipe through all of these, getting the ability to open up a riposte for both Clover and you. Because it's your turn, we're gonna let you riposte first. Ghost.
I don't know what riposte means, but I'm gonna, yes.
Riposte is a critical attack. This tentacle is completely open.
I don't think I have a critical attack.
Yes, you do. It's just a normal attack, but doubled.
Okay, I'm going to try to. I'm gonna slash it.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna take my axe and I'm gonna throw throw it as far back as I can, then try to cut it off
Like
like
you're gonna cut it with your axe.
yes, basically yeah.
4. You deal 8 points of damage as it does cut through slightly. And Nicole, your riposte, which you do have an option. You'll recover 4 points of damage since it's your original. Lucas?
Can you go back to the pixel art real quick? I'm sorry. I just need to look at it.
This one's
So
attacking
I'm guessing
you.
I have an opening. Yeah.
You have an opening because of Eric's very fortunate roll.
Is this the one that I injured before?
No.
Okay.
This is the one
Then
that you
in
parried.
case, I just want to go for a basic slash.
Okay. And your dex is at 8, right?
Mm-hmm. With the intention of cutting through.
28. Now you chuckle fucks only have 3 tentacles to deal with. One of them is very badly injured.
I'm guessing it's my turn.
No. It would be James's turn. Excuse me while I draw a very, very unfortunate penis.
I was gonna say, is that a worm?
It does look like a worm. I just kind of ruined it for me. It looks like a worm.
That's a worm. That's really like a worm.
All 3 go for an attack on James. 13, 14. No, that one didn't count. So it's 23. Yes, ones don't count as rolls. They're critical failures.
Oh.
Critically failing, this tentacle manages to attack and wrap around that one. It messes itself up. As the one with 13, James has to counter.
So the one with 13 would be the injured one.
Yes. 5. He manages to fail the counter, taking 6 points of damage. As it pierces him, launching him to the back of the boat.
That,
Oh, my bad.
that was ghosty.
My mistake.
What? No.
Taking off
Thank you
6
for
points of
paying
damage.
attention, Nicole.
16. As he's launched to the back of the boat, hitting against the backboard, taking an extra 2 points of damage. This one is very badly injured. One more attack hitting over a 5 will take this off the map. You guys do have a little bit of room to breathe.
In that room to breathe, I will walk over to Ghosty. Just to be closer to the side of the boat that the tentacles are on.
Okay.
Oh, I meant. Oh, sorry. I looked at the wrong pixel. I meant yellow girl.
Ghost, what would you like to do?
I am going to try to cut through the injured tentacle, hoping that it will damage the second tentacle.
How are you going to do that? It is far in the water. But you are able to float above the water.
Yeah, so I'm going to float over and I'm going to put most of my strength into swinging it to where it kind of flings me over.
We will be doing a strength check, but because of those being a 2, you floating up puts you in slight danger.
That's fine.
Okay.
Fun time.
I'm going to go ahead and roll a luck roll. If you pass, it'll refuse to attack you. If you fail, both will attack you, and if you do neither, one of them will.
Okay.
Meaning this one. Your lucky number is 5, your unlucky number is 1, correct?
Yeah.
7. This tentacle does turn its direction on you as Ghost, I will allow you to attack once.
Alright, then I will just go for the one that is attacking me at the center.
The one that's attacking you is non-injured.
I know, but I know that Nicole can pick out the one that's injured easily.
So you float over to the non-injured one?
Yeah, because it seems to be trying to attack.
As you're floating, the non-injured goes to intercept with a 16. You get a 4.
Bro.
Is it too late for an interrupting action?
You are way too far for that.
Even to use soul strength?
Look at the
snare?
distance.
Okay.
And even then, this is a living being.
When I get flung like a base.
Oh, right, inanimate objects.
Ghost, you get whipped down into the water
No.
as you take 2 points of damage.
And I'm drowning.
You are not drowning, you do know how to swim. Okay, so, due to Ghost being in the water, Nicole, we're going to go to you.
Okay.
One of these has just attacked Ghost, and this one is going after you.
Mm-hmm.
8. So you only have to pass it up by, 1. What would you like to do?
Parry.
Parry?
Mm-hmm. My dex is an 8.
$21. You pass it over by 13 as it's completely opened for a riposte.
Cut it off.
24 points of damage as the tentacle is severed in half. And it falls onto the boat. As this side is bleeding everywhere into the water, just kind of squirting blood. Okay. Ghost, you are able to recover now.
Alright, well first I'm going to get out of the well not out of the water. I'm gonna float out of the water and I'm gonna go from behind the injured tentacle and chop up at my face.
Alright. It is going to try and attack you, but it does have a disadvantage of 3, so it got a 4. Due to the fact that it's injured. And your reaction is a 2. My bad. 62. You got a 12.
Yay!
Over its, what was it?
Tripled it.
4.
4. Okay, you got a 12. That tripled.
Yeah.
So you can either deflect, dodge, or parry.
Parry is the one where I block and then I can attack.
Deflecting is blocking. Parrying is moving it out of the way so you can, attack it. So you parry it as the tentacle raises up in the air, being completely open. How would you like to counter or riposte?
Chop it off.
All right. We're doing a strength check of 12. 24. Completely cut. All the way through as it sinks down into the abyss. Now all you guys have to deal with is one more. I assume that you go back to the boat, Ghost?
Yeah, I try to go back over the boat. Well, actually, no. I feel like I would try to distract the other tentacle.
Okay.
Throwing the shit at him.
What?
I'm joking, don't do that.
I know, exactly. But yeah, I probably try to distract the other tentacle.
How would you try to attack distracted?
Honestly, I would probably just. You know that one SpongeBob episode where Sandy rides the freaking worm?
Yeah.
I'd probably just do that.
You want to hop on the tentacle?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Climbing onto it,
Yeah.
it doesn't resist, but the second you climb onto it, it flips you upside down and starts diving for the water. Is there any way you'd like to react or just ride this out?
I'm gonna try to bite it.
You want to bite it?
Yeah.
It hits you against the water, but it doesn't hurt that bad. I'm not rolling anything for your bite. Except for a natural attack dice. 18. You do manage to take a large chunk out of it. It tastes like shit. It tastes so fucking bad.
It's so damn bad.
Literally involuntarily vomit because of how bad it tastes.
I have to.
As the tentacle raises up and aims you at the boat. With a 12, you guys only have one reaction. Clover, we're gonna get your reaction first.
Mm-hmm.
Drop it off, please.
It is going for a slam.
Oh.
It's trying to kill two birds with one stone. You can see it. If Ghost does sustain this attack, it's not going to be good.
I'm gonna use... It's not close enough for the scythe, is it?
Not at the moment, but this is for your action to be prepared. Like, this is what you're gonna do as it slams down.
So a ready action.
Yes.
Okay. When it is within range, aiming below Ghosty, I want to cut it off. Like right when it gets in range.
This is dangerous. This is risky. Because there is a chance that you can cut Ghosty if you roll anywhere below a 7.
YOLO.
Don't say YOLO.
Cut off my tail. I do not care. I do kind of care.
What part of
but
Ghosty would I be cutting if I rolled below a 7?
It depends on how bad you roll. You can go from anywhere from like how strong your scythe swipe is, cutting Ghosty completely in half, or just cutting through their stomach or their legs.
robotic like it is, I guess.
Once I roll this dice, that's through.
I also... I guess... I don't think adding more words will help. I want to be...
It won't help.
YOLO.
Okay.
YOLO.
Yes. Okay,
Just pretty
this
much
is what I'm
not your
doing.
fault.
9. The boat gets hit so hard, half of it flips underwater and then rises right back up. Ghosty, due to Nicole's attack, you only sustained 5 points of damage.
Did
Nicole,
anything get cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Consequently, you take 3 points of damage. The tentacle did hit you.
Dang it. I didn't roll goodly enough. Dang Constitution shield good for nothing.
Sorry. That's damage on your Constitution shield.
Wait, wouldn't the damage that James sustained earlier also be to his Constitution shield?
Yes.
And when he shrugged.
Keep going, guys. Y'all better prep. Ghost,
Oh.
you are on the thing.
I'm assuming the tentacle is at least partially on me.
No, it's off. Like it just slammed Ghosty and in the boat into the water.
Uh-huh.
It did exactly what it wanted to. Eric, I hope you know nobody can understand you.
Oh, whose turn is it?
Currently, nobody's. It's time to breathe.
I just kind of turn to Clover. That thing is
Are
disgusting.
you okay? Are your bones broken?
Maybe, but I'm more worried about the taste that is stuck in my mouth. You do not cook that tentacle that is on the hook. Like, you will work it.
I will give y'all 30 seconds.
Eric, what do you want to do? We could try a combo move.
What are you gonna do? Just throw me like a football at it while I try to spin it out?
You know what? Just because that's the first place my mind went doesn't mean. Anyway, we only have 30 seconds. What do you want?
Just because that's where my mind went doesn't mean that's what we're gonna do.
And that's it.
We don't do sacrifices on this boat.
That's all you have on time. So, what would you guys like to do?
Just going with that. YOLO, we're throwing the at the thing.
Due to not wanting to be in the water, I am going to wait for this thing to try and attack before trying to attack it. It's easier to hit it when it's over the boat than it is when it's over the water.
Ghost?
Oh, I thought we were doing a combo move where Nicole just freaking throws me at it. Okay, I am going to float to like the middle of it and try to chop it.
You're going to what?
Like, I'm gonna try to float to like the middle of it and try to like chop it from like head down. Like I swing the axe over my head.
It is going to go for another downward swipe. It rolls a 4. Ghost, you roll a 15. And Nicole? What is it you wanted to do?
I can't really do anything. It's not close enough that I can't float.
It's going for a downward swipe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna parry it up.
12. Versus it's 4, you more than triple it. And I'm assuming that you attack? Riposte, I mean?
Yeah. Going for a slash to cut it off, which was a 10, I think.
As the downward swipe gets hit by Ghosty's axe, the monster retreats away as the water returns to its color, to its original color.
Like the
Mine's
blood
the
disappears as well.
What?
Like the blood goes away as well.
Yes.
We do still have part of its tentacle on our boat, though, correct?
Yes, you do. Y'all managed to defeat an enemy, and for that you were awarded 2 XP. James is not doing okay. He's over there hurt.
I do walk over to James.
If y'all can, add 2 XP to your sheet.
Pretty sure you took some XP.
I can.
I'll add it for you, Ghost.
Okay, thank you. Oh, XP no. I am stupid.
I already added it. Don't edit anything. 17. So,
I'm assuming you're talking.
yes, I was talking to Ghost. Eric, sorry. So, after a long ride, y'all managed to come across a boat side with a beach. A dock, essentially. I'm not drawing that away. Far, far off in the distance, y'all see the, oh my fucking gosh, that scared the shit out of me. Y'all see this giant city with many, many different houses and stores and all that stuff. What would y'all like to do? The guy in the boat does start turning around and driving away.
Wait.
He stops and turns. What?
Do you think we could find a merchant in there? I say as I like point to the city.
What kind of question? Yes, obviously.
Can we stop for just a second? I just want to find a merchant.
Y'all don't need me on the boat. Y'all can find your own way back, right?
Yeah, we got that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, take this. He flicks something towards you guys. It's shiny and it flies through the air.
Ooh, I grab it. I float up and grab it.
Ghost, you catch it, and it looks like tentacles just kind of wrapped around into a ring shape.
So, like, is there like more than one ring?
No. It's just a single ring.
Well, my hand might be a bit small for it, so I shall give it to you. I say as I float down to Clover's eyes, and I just kind of hand it to him.
I guess I'll just hold up my hand for it.
Let me go find. There we go. So, in order to understand what an item does, you may have to take it to a merchant, or you might have to learn about the item before you actually can fully understand it.
This is where the ginormous city comes into play. I wish to find merchant, please.
So I don't have the city in pixel art, and pixel art's just going to be used for very simplistic things.
Okay.
So, walking into the city, people don't really greet you too much. They don't acknowledge a whole lot. They just kind of mind their own business.
I'm good with that. I prefer that actually.
It actually kind of seems like tensions are high in the city. Like, you can just feel it. Something's going on.
What do you think happened here?
Looking closely at people, y'all see in their eyes this purple veins, almost exactly like the weird stuff that was growing out of the dark heart. As
I
y'all
get
do
like a
see shops. Sorry, go ahead.
sorry. It's not very important, but I was gonna say I start to get like an anxious feeling, the feeling that like maybe we did harm in a way because we, opened up the dark heart and it like kind of spread. So I can't help but feel like a spark of guilt forming me as I feel like I did something to the city,
All of
even
you
if I
can
didn't.
all of you can tell that this is 100% associated, but the dark heart, the way it was spreading, is not fast enough to spread all the way here that quickly. It seems
I
like
would still
something
feel guilt,
something similar but different is going on.
and I'd still feel guilt.
Okay.
Um, I do stop for a moment to turn around and look at James's eyes to make sure he's okay.
You look at what?
James's eyes to make sure he's okay.
He seems alright. A little shaken up and kind of battered and bruised by the fight, but overall, fine.
I turn to James
I
and say, like,
do take one of the band-aids off of Angel's ears and just kind of put it on James.
Respectively, Eric was talking first. What'd you say, Eric?
Alright, Eric.
my bad. Basically, I just kind of turn to James and say, "Don't worry. Once we get to a merchant, I will try to find a shop and I will try to buy you a healing potion. Don't worry." I say
He
with
just
like a
he just shakes
wink
his head.
and I turn.
He shakes his head and waves his hand. You can tell he's appreciative, but doesn't want your help. In a very
Well, too
respectful way.
bad. Too bad. You're getting it anyway. I say as I turn back around.
And Nicole, what were you saying?
I was gonna take one of the band-aids off of Angel's ears and put it on James.
Alright. So, where is it that you guys would like to go?
Merchant.
Alright?
I'm just gonna follow Ghosty.
Following Ghost wanders into this interesting looking shop. It doesn't really have a name or a title on it, but y'all can see this strange looking merchant inside who has a basket on sitting atop his head. As he has so much stuff in this room. It is filled to the brim with random shit. As the ambience calms down from chaos and people running around to numerous amounts of item, as the merchant says, "Hello?" You can see the basket
Hello.
on his head stops him from seeing, but he can definitely hear you.
Hello. We are here in search of.
Eric, you're super
Yes.
muffly and quiet. What?
Hello. We are in search of answers for items that we've obtained. I was hoping that maybe you could help us with that.
Yeah, of course. Just, set him down and I'll check him out for you. Are you looking to
Would you be able to-
trade, sell? What do you want?
I'm currently just looking to see what they are.
Mm.
You think you'd be able to see? That basket seems a little heavy.
Well, I'm not going to take off my basket, but I can know just by feeling it. Gimme,
You
gimme.
can feel it. Okay. I say as
I
I
ha-
hold out the card first.
The Void Staring Tarot. It's a piece to a set. It doesn't do anything without the set.
How would I find that?
You find the set scattered around the world. All people haven't found any of it, or most of it. Or was it some of it? I can't remember. Except for you, I guess.
Interesting.
But the set sends you to this cursed dimension. Home to all the evils in the world, including the Veil, the Abyss, the Void, the Pit, all of it. It's supposed to be the center focal point.
Oh, okay.
Some call
Well,
it
what about?
Some call it Cloud City. I call it the focal point.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Well, what about this? I say as I hold out the dice.
The what?
The dice that I had in my bag.
The Dice of Myopia. This is lucky to find. It summons Myopia. She is the old god of neglect, but she will grant you 3 wishes. Each
Oh, the
one,
genie.
each one with the consequences increasing. First one, you might stub your toe. Second one, you might lose your foot. Third one, you might lose your entire lower body.
Oh.
Obviously, the consequences are much, much grander than that. But, still, it's an analogy.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
I'll actually trade you for this one.
Well, what can you give me?
The Golden Cleaver. 12 strikes with the Golden Cleaver and it'll turn anything to gold. Anything. I can give you the Abyssal Conch. 1 blow in the conch and it sends you straight to the abyss. Or I can give you the Crab Hunger's Ring. Summons out phantom tentacles from your back. And you can attack with those almost as lower limbs. Or the Veil Breaker Hammer. Use the power of the veil to strike down your enemies. Or the Devil's Stinger.
How much damage does that hammer do?
How much damage are you looking to dish out?
Good enough where it could possibly.
That was a rhetorical question. If you don't want to, trade the Dice of Myopia, I completely understand. That is a S-tier artifact.
Yes.
Maybe you can find a way to uncurse it.
Maybe. But what was that beast? That devil sting?
What was the what?
The devil sting.
The Devil's Sting. It inflicts a nasty poison every time it strikes somebody. But it can only be used once. Per person. Does quite a bit of damage over time.
Got anything else?
That's all I'm willing to give you.
Alright, well, I think she's got something like that. It's like a nudge behind me to.
He does turn to you, Nicole. Nicole?
Hang on, sorry.
Somebody?
I went to speak and I choked.
I hear
Literally.
that. I hear that. How can I help you? How can I help you?
Got this. I say as I hold it up and put it in his hand.
You got this what?
This ring.
Oh, it's the Gripper's Rings. Use this, you can climb on anything. Well, almost anything. Most things. Yeah. Turns your hands into tentacle grippers. Normally you get this from like a... Where did you guys get this from?
Some dude on a boat.
What?
Some dude on a boat.
I wonder where he got this from. So why did y'all bring this to me? This stuff to me.
Because we were curious as to what they were. Because, we had no idea what they were. So
That's
we
all?
did. Yeah, really. But since we're here, do you have any healing potions, anything like that?
Any what?
Healing potions.
No, I don't sell potions. No, I'm just the trinket man.
Trinkets? You got any sketchbooks or anything?
Do I have any what?
Sketchbooks.
I do have one. Actually, one that I've been looking to get rid of.
Let's
Why is that?
I just don't need it. I feel like it
I'll
calls
figure it
out
out.
to somebody else. It's the sketchbook of Masai.
That's got a name to it? That's good.
Yes, it was an old writer of a long, well, what we think is a long lost generation. Says whoever fills in the bloodline can write enormous things on this book. Amazing things.
You. Is it safe for me to draw on this thing? I guess I can't do it.
Sure.
How much you looking for it?
For you? Free.
Let's go. I take it from you.
He lets it go as you grab it. And you?
Just some information. We're looking to go to the city of Everglow.
Well, you're in it.
Oh,
We sell magical items here.
do you know where we could talk to somebody who's in the Citadel?
You're looking for the Grand Council. Yeah, they're kind of closed right now.
We gotta find out, yeah.
There's been recent issues. One of the members of the two-person council left in kind of a fit of rage. His name was Afton. Nobody really knows what happened.
Does anybody know where he is?
No. Some say he went into a cave and started changing and acting weird, but that's
Oh,
just theories.
I just kind of paused, I dropped the sketchbook and I'm kind of shaking a little bit. Did
Sounds familiar, huh?
we kill the thing back? I say in a bit of shock.
Do you know where the other member of the Citadel is?
Yes.
We don't necessarily need Grand Council. I guess we mostly need to speak to at least one of them about a bit of a personal matter.
Would you mind if I inquire what such a personal matter is?
There's a bit of a place a while back that was cursed, and they asked us to see if the Citadel might help lift it.
Yeah, well, if you're looking to lift a curse, then Afton would be the person to go to on that. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure this is just that guy.
Ghosty, are you okay?
I'm visibly kind of losing it. I feel like I'm generally going through something. I float up to Clover and I tug at her ear a little bit.
So,
Is it my headphones, or are you speaking really softly, Eric?
Eric is speaking really softly and in broken English.
I can
Ignore
barely
him.
fucking understand it. I have to pay super close attention just to hear him.
I also turned up Eric's call volume a while back.
Is there
It's because
anything
I'm
else I
speaking
can
through
help
my
you guys
headphones.
with?
Do you know where we could find the other member of the Citadel?
If you're looking to lift a curse, that'd be pointless.
Actually, I'm looking to see if maybe you know or they know what happened to Afton.
Go try to knock on the door of the Citadel. See what happens.
That feels like an ominous threat and or warning, but okay.
It does. It really
It's not a threat or a warning. I'm just saying that you are wasting your time. But if you feel that they would answer, or fate might have it so, go on ahead.
I do appreciate all of your help and thank you.
I'm the trinket man. Always here.
You got a pencil or a pen in your hand?
There's one in the sketchbook.
There's already a pencil in the sketch. Let's go.
Open it.
You want me to open it right here?
Sure.
Alright. I open up the sketchbook, the little plastic one.
A little gust of wind kind of comes through the room as there is a pen in the sketchbook. So, you guys are going to go to the Citadel?
Yep.
Have fun.